Alright, now that we've gone through several different steps of creating a profile, following influencers, companies, and channels, and all this other stuff, we're going to finally start editing what our profile looks like. So I know that LinkedIn has a lot of great stuff on here, and it's also very daunting in the fact that it goes through many steps. But unlike other social media sites, what you put into LinkedIn, you're going to get out of more. So with this, you have a little bit more setup time than you would with Twitter or Facebook, but there's a lot more things you can get out of this with career-wise, in my own personal beliefs. So let's take a look. We're actually on the home page. You can see because it has the share and update status, bar here, and it has my two-column layout with all my news, my news feed here. So let's edit my profile. Let's see what my profile looks like. I'm going to go to Profile and just click that. And what should happen is it should take me to my profile, which takes me to another two-column layout. As you can see, it is pretty sparse. There is nothing here. So I can then click on Edit Profile, and I can see my drop-down, and I can import my resume, ask to be recommended, and recommendations are kind of like, recommendations that you would get from college or from from someone that you've worked with, a testimonial in a lot of respects. Create a profile in another language, so if you are, multilingual, bilingual, you can create a profile that works for just one character set instead of English. You can share your profile out. You can export it to a PDF, which basically makes a paper version of your profile, which is really handy for a resume. And manage your public profile settings. We're just going to edit. So let's take a look at this. This is going to show people that I may know, ever-present ads. I want to always connect. It's going to show me the number of people who have viewed my profile, the number of times my profile has shown up in searches. And again, you're going to see a lot of things that say unlock the full list with LinkedIn Premium. And as you can see, my profile strength just starting. So you're going to see activity, which is all the status updates that I posted, and you see everything it says that I've been doing. So Tim McKenna, Tyler McKenna is now following Guy Kawasaki. He's saying on LinkedIn. Again, this is just using the dummy profile, and I can hide that by clicking recent updates. So that's activity. Background, this is your living resume section, and then you can also see the companies that I'm following. So let's start editing. We're going to click Edit Profile, and then as you can see, it starts to expand a little bit more. So you've got the two-column section now, but now this is all about adding more information. So anywhere where you see the pencil, I can change things. So I can, if I misspelled my name, I can click on the pencil next to that and change stuff. And I can maybe click former name, whatever. I can change my title. I can change my location. So it is pulling my information based off of my zip code. So I have my zip code here, and it's listing my town and country, the town and the state that I live in. And it's also listing the industry that I'm in. So if you happen to change industries altogether, you can change that here. So let's do that. As you can see, it changes. I can click on to add a photo and add a headshot. And you want to add a headshot. You actually want to add a photo to here because it is very private. But you want to add a professional headshot. You don't want to put, a photo of a cat or some sort of graphic, anything like that. You do want to put something up here, and that way people can see you and connect with you a lot easier in that respect. Below here, you're going to see your public link to your profile. So if I was to open this up in a new tab, you're going to see this is what my public profile looks like to anyone who's not using LinkedIn. So if someone's in LinkedIn right now, they're going to be here. They're going to see what my profile looks like when they go to profile. But it does have a public-facing, portion that sends out to people who aren't on LinkedIn, and that you can set all the account privacy settings through here. So we're not going to edit this. You can edit this. You can change the information here, but for right now, you can just leave that be. Contact info, though, you might want to change your email account. You might want to add more information. So we're going to go to contact information here. We're on edit again. I can change my email account. I can change my instant messenger. I can add a phone number if I wanted to, a physical address, and then maybe share stuff on Twitter and my my own website. So I can put all that information inside of here. Now I can add a summary, and what this does is a professional summary of who I am, what I do. And you can talk about what you do as a physician, some of the things that organizations you're a part of. Really, it's an about you section. So you can save that information in here. You can also add videos, images, documents. You can upload a whole bunch of files here. I have seen this used with a lot of graphic designers. They put their portfolios up on their LinkedIn page. For physicians, it's not really necessary for this section here. Maybe you have put out a few ebooks or documents for people to download for free. Maybe you want to upload them here. That's something that you want to take a look at. You can absolutely do. So experience. Now we're starting to get more into the resume portion. So I can edit my information here, and I click cancel there to get back into this section. So I can edit my information and list the company name. Like I said, I'm self-employed here, but if I said I work for a company, it'll give me a company name. It'll say your title is, ask you for your location, choose a time period in which you are, description of what you did or what the company was all about, and you can add multiples. You can keep adding a position. So you can go back pretty far with how long you've been working in the field. Education is also really important. You can add a school name, the degree that you have attained, the years that you were there, field of study. If you want, you can put your grade point average in. As you can see, the only thing that's actually required is the school name if you're going to fill this section out. And you can put in different activities and societies that you're a part of, and a description of what the school is and what you did. So we're not going to fill that out. Interests include things that you are interested in learning about. There's some personal stuff. There's also more professional stuff, as it says here, for examples, management training, new technologies, investing, fishing. That's kind of a thrown in there one. Snowboarding. This is just a little bit more information about you, interests that you really like, and that lens for people who want to connect with you. So maybe if you're connecting with a physician who happens to also have an interest in fishing, there you go. You have something to talk about. So you also have personal details, which are birth date, marital status. Is it important? It's your call. And then advice for contacting me. So I could tell people how they should contact me. I can put information here like don't call me between the hours of 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The best way to get a hold of me is through email. Maybe list your email again down here. And then this will be visible for everyone who comes to my profile to know the best way to get a hold of me. And then the last portion here is skills and expertise. And down here you can add keywords. So I'm going to type in anything here, and as I start typing in, it starts thinking, oh, do you mean this? And then what happens is it adds it as a tab, and I can start adding more. So I can start adding more, and then what happens is that people can recommend me for any one of these skills that I have. And the more people that recommend you for things, the more it shows that you are a leader and also someone who is, who's really knowledgeable about their field and their industry. I could save this information, and what will happen then is that it'll show down here, and then right below here, you're going to see following, and you're going to see maybe some of the companies that I'm following. So you're going to see companies that I'm following, and I could unfollow them if I want to. So the more information that you fill out here, the better. So it's going to want you to go through experience, education, add a photo, add some skills. You can also add a summary, projects that you've worked on, languages that you know, publications that you have been a part of, organizations, professional organizations that you've also been a part of, and honors, awards, test scores, courses that you may have taken, patents that you may have also have, and certifications and volunteering causes. So as you can see, this is really in-depth. You can add any of these things. So right now it's just asking for background information, which includes work experience, education, additional info, and following. But you can add these sections by clicking on the plus, and it'll put them in here. And I'll show you an example of a really fully filled out profile that does that.